Hey guys, Kickassreaction here, and we are back with some more Legend of Vox Machina. Oh yes, we're in a pretty shitty situation right now. One of the vestiges has been claimed by Umbrasil, and is now property of the Chroma Conclave, I think it is, the Chroma Conclave. But yeah, we went through a whole episode last time, going after one of the vestiges, and it didn't work out. Our Sphinx friend, whose name is escaping me right now, even perished, protected Scanlan, and we're in a pretty bad position. You know, Pike is at death's door, and now we're in a broken up group consisting of Scanlan, Grog, Pike, currently going through their own thing, and the other group consisting of Percy, Vax, and Keyleth are all now working to get the next vestige in the Fey Realm, I believe, which is interesting. I don't know if realm in this universe can, like, actually means, like, a realm, like a different dimension, something, you know, inaccessible physically to the usual plane of the world, or if it means, like, another continent, or something like that, you know. But we're in a supposedly inaccessible place right now to gain the other vestige, and it's not looking good. You know, it's definitely not looking good. We also learned that another one of the vestiges is in, like, this, half-giant city, which obviously could be very Grog-sized, so I guess for right now both groups are on the path to gain a vestige, and I'm really curious how we're going to go about doing that. But yeah, I'm really curious just what group we're going to focus on, and obviously how we're going to do this, because, like, yeah, you know, the first two vestiges, not really centered around a specific character we could use them for, but the next two definitely are. Like a bow, obviously, for Vex, a gauntlet, definitely made for Grog. You know, I'm really curious if we'll spend time with, like, the main two vestiges of the group will actually belong to the twins, which would be very interesting given the, you know, the whole dynamic we've gone through in this current arc between Vex and Vax, and the codependency, the, you know, the overprotectiveness of Vax for Vex, and, you know, just her deep-rooted emotional trauma and you know, insecurity about having just almost no family that actually loves her. So I'm really curious how we're going to keep going through that, if that's going to relate all to the next vestige. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. You know, I don't feel like we're still on the path of actually clearing any of the dragons just yet, or at least dismantling the Chroma Conclave in this season. As well as I'm not sure if, like, Umbrasil will actually get involved in, you know, these next two vestiges, since obviously he can't track any of Vox Machina down right now. So, best of the best scenario, like, we have 3 vestiges at the end of this this season, or just this set, but that still leaves a very destructive one to Umbrasil, you know. And if Ripley really is making a genuine like, alliance with the Chroma Conclave, she might be the one wielding it, you know. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm really curious to get into this. So guys, let's do it. So guys, let's do this. Episode 7 of The Legend of the Vox Machina. Oh yes. God.
What happened to the others?
I don't know.
Where's Pike?
How do you know?
I know, like, you keep making the Avatar references with Keyleth, but, like, this is really some Spirit World shit.
Umbrasil disrupted my spell. I managed to transfer
Interesting,
us
that's
here,
what
but the others
happened.
went somewhere else.
At least we're together.
I shouldn't have tried to pull off a spell like
Yeah,
that.
bro, you got your sister and your
They wouldn't
girl.
just be lost.
You got lucky.
They'd be dead.
But Pike, she was...
With Grog and
Ironically, all the
We have
shipping
to believe
nonsense
they're
is
okay.
still, like, in their own respective
They aren't the only
groups.
ones lost. Where the hell are we?
Really Spirit
I
World
was
stuff.
trying to take us to the next vestige of divergence.
I think you
I
did.
think you succeeded.
Hmm.
It's here. Somewhere.
Very strange.
Hello, little floof. Oh, that
Floof, huh?
prettiest bird I have ever...
The rules of nature are not kind. Never have been,
Friends,
never will be.
welcome to the Fey Realm.
The Fey Realm. Yeah. Ironically, Percy looked kind of hyped to be here, which is interesting. I mean, you know, this is like a big magical, like, strange realm, and you want to talk about the guy with, like, the least amount of, like, magic, just the normalest guy in the group, being, like, the main guy enjoying this. That's something, alright. Because, you know, when you boil down to it, Percy is just a normal guy with above average intellect with a gun. That's pretty much it, you know? No magic, no special Pokeball for a bear, you know, like... No healing, he's just the guy with the gun who fucking gets it. Let's see how we go.
Without Pike,
Oh, that's
we
cool.
don't have a healer, and without Grog,
We don't have a
our
warrior.
muscle, and without Scanlan, we have...
Less dick jokes. Ugh,
Dude,
this
he's
Grog's
saved your
making
life
me
so many
dizzy.
times, it feels almost insulting to even say that.
Scanlan said his vision of the Fey Realm was like a drug trip.
Like, he
And that the
did
fence
just
was
save you,
inside a twisted tree in a
like,
barn.
5 minutes
He
ago.
also said sheep's milk is his favorite lubricant, so...
We should check that distant range. Most bogs drain from the mountains.
How far away is that?
He's really into this.
Did I break it?
Well, the Fey Realm does have a sense of humor.
A twisted one at that. Is anything as it seems here, Dorolo?
In my youth, I was fascinated by the Fey Realm.
That's sick. This is great, yep.
Why I read every
Oh my
single
god, he's
text
even
I
got
could
like
get
his...
my
It
hands
looks
on.
exactly like
You
Keyleth's
need
staff.
Follow my lead, and we'll be just fine.
Oh. That's cool. After all the shit Percy went through, it's nice to just see
Turns out we
him
have to get through that.
excited,
That is.
you know, hyped
What was this called again?
to untail the unknown.
Ah, yes. An awoken grove. The environment may react to your mood. Just project positivity and it will remain harmless. Watch.
You better come out with both arms intact. Oh wow, he's right. And Vax is like the biggest Debbie Downer. Yep. What's that negativity, you bitch?
Time for a different approach.
Plants! Can't you control them? It's like they can't understand me.
Not in the Fey Realm. I get it though.
I'm wasting this on a plant.
He's going through a lot.
Harmless?
Dude, that's enough of the dark emo edgy shit.
What happened? Don't understand.
Yeah.
What else is new?
Well, look how, like... look how pissed he is. No wonder that happened.
Apologies.
Like, you know, Percy wasn't wrong. It's just Vax is a little bit of a bitch. He just is. I'm sorry to say it. I know I'm insulting a few people right now, but he just is.
Vax?
Pike?
Vax? Where is everybody?
How about the girl that got fucking stabbed? How about we worry about her?
Pike!
I'm so sorry. What did I do?
It was an accident. Do me a favor. Put that thing down.
I think you should... Yeah, put it on fire. Let's sizzle that wound shut.
I gotta heal myself.
We need fire, man.
Mikey, did you stop leaking?
I'm trying, buddies. But the wound won't close all the way.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That thing's got more power than we know.
I knew it. I knew it. That sword is totally fucking evil.
It's not. It makes me strong. There's nothing wrong with it.
It was soaking up her blood.
You just need to show
It
dominance.
nearly killed her.
It wasn't the sword's fault. I mean, maybe it egged me on a little.
It egged you on?
Yeah. It's communicating
Buddy,
with you.
You have to get rid of it.
They do not understand. Look how strong I made you.
You need to show dominance, man. Maybe that's what Silas did. He was stronger than the sword, and that's why he controlled it, not the other way around.
You're right. They are jealous.
It talks to you? I don't know what that sword is telling you.
Jesus Christ.
Grog? What are you doing?
Oh my god, bro. Looks too much like Kratos now.
Do this.
I haven't actually played many of the God of War stuff. I played a little of one, but I haven't beaten it or even close, so this is kind of making me want to restart that journey I kind of dropped in like 2022. Sure, I have to restart the game, but that's fine. That's fine. Nice.
What are you doing? Nope. Not listening. Sorry.
Like oh no, he's really gonna break it.
You're destroying us.
I love that sword. No! No! It's such a great blade. Oh, you just have to dominate it. That's all. You don't have to break it. We can talk about this. We can talk about this.
Do it, buddies.
We can talk about this.
This is the end. I'm taking you with me.
God damn it, you bastard. Is that all the blood it's ever accumulated? I love that sword. That is, oh, that's the most tragic end. That's the biggest character death of the show by far. I am not happy. Not at all.
I think we've been here before.
To the untrained eye, the Fey Realm can be confusing. The ground only looks familiar because the landscape is shifting.
Are you sure? Because we've been walking for a while and the sun's in the exact same spot.
Oh,
That's fair.
there is an explanation. You see, time's a bit wrong.
What the hell is following them?
Fey Realm?
I love how she loves her broom.
Hey, what you doing?
What are you doing? What's up, my man? What are you doing?
He's waking up.
Grog, you with us?
I don't know what came over me.
I know.
Any permanent changes? Oh my god, yeah.
I mean, I thought you healed him.
Sucked you dry.
Right. But whatever Craven Edge
He
did,
lost
I
all his
couldn't
muscle.
reverse it.
My muscles! Where'd they go?
You are...
No.
You're average! You're average now!
Oh, God! I'm as beauty as Vax!
Easy, buddy. Hey, Svelte is a good look.
That
on you, and
does look
you
weird.
didn't lose your beard, huh?
You still got the beard, that's
Plus,
nice.
says there's an elixir that can bring your muscles back.
You can make one of those?
Well, not without ingredients, but I think I know where we can get help.
Really? Where even are we?
Fuck knows.
From the look of those hills, back on Taldori?
Maybe getting the vestige will pop your muscles right out.
Really need to learn your spells.
You know?
Grog, I promise we're gonna fix you.
You've lost your strength, my man.
Why are you spying on us? Who are you?
Time to find out where it really lies.
Gladly.
There you go. As promised.
Let's try again. Who are you and why are you following us?
A simple wanderer who enjoys a little entertainment. You can call me Carmilli.
What?
What are you reading?
Oh, nothing. No reading. I can't read.
That's,
Oh no, it's
curious.
You think it's
Keeping notes on us, were you?
No, don't open that. No.
Is he drawing you?
No, I did not draw this.
We got some smart.
Oh my.
Smart.
One wish you
Dick fly. Jesus!
The likenesses aren't bad.
Why do I have 3 peni?
Do you not have free
It's
Pina?
subjective. Oh,
Nice.
No need to be angry, seeing as how Garmili can guide you where you need to go.
I definitely liked Keelov's little reaction to that. You know, someday Vex will be sucking that cock. Someday, Keelov, you'll dominate the bedroom.
My books were filled with creatures like this. Best we ignore them.
Your books have done a fat lot of good for us so far.
Damn, aw, don't insult a guy's books.
Percy's only trying to help.
Yeah. Don't have to be a complete piece of
Heard
shit.
that before.
Well, now that the irritating illustrator is gone, I can concentrate on navigating us through the...
Sup?
Of course.
Sup?
You sure you don't need any help?
Well, but looks like Pike's gonna be fine at least, so good enough.
I think I got it. I can feel my strength coming. I just need a minute.
Come on, man. At least let us help out a little.
No.
Wow. You can respect him trying to do it on his own, but wow.
A little.
You've lost far too much muscle too quickly.
All right, let's move our big boy. Well, we got some miles behind.
Oh my god, what the hell? A song?
And it's mighty hard 'cause there ain't no
Oh. Oh.
there and here.
Pence, please. At least.
And rivers trudge along this twisting land.
Just two wandering souls and a big old dummy riding on a magic hand. I'm making my way. I'm making my way.
Dude, what the hell is this tonal shift, man, between these two stories? Quicksand, that fucking sucks. This is almost like, this is too lighthearted. Like for, oh, not the crown and jewels. God damn. Like for the start of this episode being like, is Pike gonna live? To fucking this.
Whoa, whoa.
Damn. Is that wine?
I can't even drink. Oh, God, this is worse than death.
You're not Pete Grog, but there's plenty of stuff you're still useful for.
Yeah? Like what?
Oh, like a doorstop, paperweight. Hey, you'd make a neat rug, huh?
Wow.
Rug?
Buddy, I'm kidding.
Bro, come
I'm
on.
kidding. Tilt back. Come on. I
What
got
the
you.
sh...
Don't want to stay in your tiny, tiny chest. And... huh? What, did I say something wrong again?
That's sweet.
No,
I mean,
you're making fun of me.
Bro's carried both
No,
Pike
I
and
just-
Scanlan
I never thought I'd
throughout
see
the course of the show,
Scanlan caregiver.
so it's cool to see them taking
not a
care
bad
of him
thing.
now.
Oh, well, I mean, if you're into this, I can put on my naughty nurse's outfit.
And there goes the usual sus. Dude, she's not a
Oh,
pervert.
wait, no,
She's not like
Pike,
that. She's not into that sexual flirting, man.
Stupid.
Obviously, you can do a lot of stuff when you get with her, but not right now.
Shoot! Shoot! Get off him!
Damn.
There's water up ahead. I think we finally found our destination.
Welcome to the Fey Realm.
Lovely.
Garmili's here to help when you need him.
I can literally see the bog we need. Thank you.
Sounds like you have all the answers then. Well, goody for you.
Percy, you study these?
Of course. They're, I think they're called,
I have no
fine.
idea.
I have no idea. Garmili.
Oh,
And he's
lovely.
gone again.
Oh, they're pretty, which means they're probably super deadly.
Yeah.
Whatever they are. we
You're
should keep
learning.
moving.
Me again.
Because you're so grounded in negativity, it's insane.
That's a problem.
Oi, heads up!
Oh boy.
Max, look! It's growing?
Run!
What the fuck?
Just run! Seriously, this is not the time for a tentacle adventure.
Amalgamation. Try to break it apart. Fuck's sake.
Among the plants in this realm are real assholes.
Oh yeah.
I think I scared it off.
I think you need to keep going.
No, I didn't.
Take it.
Hang on.
Okay.
I'll get him.
Will you now? Get a feeling that vestige is the only bow that's really gonna work in this world.
Right. Come on, ugly.
Keyleth. Vixalia. Thank goodness. I was worried those spores might have...
Gave them the biggest drug trip of their life.
Did you?
I think they did. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh shit. Good lord. And Percy is the scariest thing in here.
Shit, girl.
This art style and animation is
You are super fucked up.
beautiful, but let's not get it on with the bear.
It's not what I imagined you'd sound like.
I know, right?
Oh my god. Good old trinket.
I was just so mean to you guys. Let's never fight again, okay? I love you so much.
I need a Percy POV, please. Like, what in the fuck is this looking like for him? Oh, she's still just there. Well, that's gonna take a few hours to wear off. I hope.
What? The matron.
Vax! Incoming!
We might need a guide after all, you know, just a suggestion.
Wasn't about to give up on you. There must be a way. Some natural weakness. Water. On my mark, take it for a drink. And charge! Just a moment!
Wow.
See?
Diplomacy, fuck's sake, work! Now!
Now conduct that shit. Let's go! Nice. I'd call that a GG. And a bloody good one. Now, about the girls. That's not good. That's not good.
I didn't want your help.
Well, you had it.
That's the thing with nobles. We're rather stubborn. I know I've made mistakes. But I also know something about carrying darkness. Whatever happens,
That's
I'll
fair.
have your back.
That creature. It was drawn to me. You saw it too.
That's the way everything's reacted. It's as if the realm's against you.
Is it because of what he's feeling internally, or is it the vestige itself? Is what I was wondering.
But it's like I'm headed in a different direction from the rest of you. I appreciate you having my back, Percival. But where I'm going, I don't think you can follow.
Damn, man. Don't make it sound that dark. Jesus.
Feels like a hangover without any of the fun.
Not me. I feel incredible. Like,
Oh my
my
god.
mind connected to nature on a spiritual level. I mean, I get it now.
Oh no.
We're all just prisoners of our own anxieties,
Oh
searching for
god.
connection in this.
Stop it. Oh god, rainbow vomit. How lovely.
Oh man. Oh, I can taste the colors. Yeah.
What do they taste like?
Oh, this will be a good one.
I'm going to guess you had something to do with this.
Well, you guessed wrong. Garmili was merely the traveller on this journey.
Knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't indirectly do it.
The shade mark awaits.
Shade mark.
That bow of yours? The tree you seek lies there. You all managed to legitimately entertain, so Garmili will guide you. If you accept his help.
Come
You're
on,
the expert.
do it. Alright, back to Taldore. Random.
Escaped. Yet you focus on their relics. They are known as the vestiges of divergence. This is but one of many. What do I care of mankind's bubbles? Thordak! They could imbue the Conclave with incredible power. Our ascension would be assured. It is already assured.
I don't know, man.
Our most loyal Umbrasil. Seek out these weapons if they will be advantageous to us. But do not neglect my riches.
Sure, man, sure, why not?
The fool can become a god, served by champions armed with vestiges. But all he can think about is gold.
Honestly,
Thordak's plans will reveal themselves in time.
it is kind of sus.
When they do, we will all be gods.
You can't just leave that thing to no use at the moment, you know? The others are still looking for the vestiges, you know this. Can't be letting them get more than you.
I'm useless.
Kinda.
Might as well replace me with a corpse. A dead corpse.
Oh, don't worry, Grog. We'll get you back to your usual self, and we'll find the rest of the team.
How confident are you
Everlight,
on that?
Please protect them, wherever they are.
Guys! Guys! We're here.
You did good, Scanlan. You did very good.
Ooh, a city. Garmili had forgotten
Huh.
about this little hamlet.
That's pretty weird, even for this place.
I thought you were guiding us to the Shade Mark.
Oh, yes. One day, it just appeared out of nowhere. Pop! Alas, we'll have to pass through it to reach your bog.
That city almost looks elven.
That's pretty cool.
That's because it is.
It's Singon.
You've been there before. We lived there.
With our father.
What the fuck? What? What? What the? What? What the fuck is it doing in the Fey Realm? What? This music's beautiful though, but like, what the fuck? What is? What is your home city doing in the Fey Realm, bro? That is beyond weird.
Chirp.
Okay then. Well, talk about developments, I guess. Jesus Christ. So somehow now we're actually going into like the actual like childhood city of Vex and Vax, their whole thing. Are the residents of the city here as well? Like, is Daddy somehow within the Fey Realm? Like, what the fuck? Just cities popping up in here now? That is very odd, to say the least. I don't even know what to even make of that. That is just genuinely fucked. Holy crap. But, yeah. That's going to be very interesting. Obviously, I mean, I'm excited to see where we're going to go with this, of course. But, like, yeah, that is something, alright. Obviously, this season hasn't very much built up to this moment with, you know, Vex and Vax and their whole childhood dilemma. No one in this group really seemed to have a good childhood of any kind, you know, so, other than, like, Keyleth, I guess, but, like, you know, 1 out of 7 isn't too good. But, yeah, that is definitely something interesting to find in the next episode. Will this lead to the Vestige? Hopefully. But obviously, there's a lot of baggage in Vex and Vax's backstory, of course. Obviously, Vax is going through, like, this whole spiral right now between the Vestige, between becoming, like, the champion, you know, of the Raven, you know, and between all this darkness. Now he pretty much almost seems to be accepting now that because he dawns this incredible power, he is almost destined at this point to go down this route regardless of whatever he does. So he's pretty much all but confined his fate to this point. And obviously, very interesting stuff there. I do wonder if he's going to be opposed to Vex using the bow herself, given what the armor's done to him and given what he seems to be segmented as his future now. If he would, you know, go through the overprotective stuff as a brother to stop Vex from using the Vestige, since, you know, we don't know, like, how dangerous this next one's going to be or anything. I could see something like that, you know, him trying to absolutely keep the next Vestige away from Vex at all costs, even though she is the archer of the group. But, we'll see on that. But, yeah, the Fey Realm is pretty interesting. I have been liking what we're seeing right now, you know, big kind of spirit world vibes in general, and the fights are pretty fun. But, obviously, the big meaty stuff of this is apparently going to be in the next episode, I guess, because we got the whole fucking city here now, which is crazy. As well as, like, you know, Grog's whole thing with Scanlan and Pike. So Pike is fine. Okay, woohoo. You know, like, they're doing really good jobs of keeping these characters alive in this story. But unfortunately, the blade is gone. I've loved that blade since Silas first used it in episode 3. And that was the biggest tragic death of the show to me, to be honest. That is crazy. That is such a shame. But I get it, you know. I get it really took, like, one, just, you know, that's always what it is. It's one moment where you realize that you've gone too far. You know, that one moment, you know, Grog pretty much almost killing Pike, you know, in his bloodlust and his rage and his drive for power. Both because of what he's been going through with his own stuff and of what the, you know, the sword's influence on him. That's all it took, and after that point, he just said, fuck it, and destroyed the blade, which, like we said, very unfortunate for me, because I personally really enjoyed the blade, but I get it. I definitely get it, and now we're at a point to where, you know, all these moments, all these lessons, you know, about, you know, Grog's inner strength, like, and not having that answer, now it's in a physical sense. Now he really does not have strength of any kind, not even the strength to stand and walk on his own, which is crazy. And we're going to have to see now where that actually goes, you know. Can he go on this journey, you know, with the two, like, physically weakest people in the group? Can he go on this journey and find his inner strength, you know? Is it going to be the friendships he makes, the people he protects, all that classic typical shit, you know? And will that restore his strength and, you know, even more? We'll see. But like I said, interesting stuff here. Like, the groups are pretty good. You know, the dynamics we've built in the show so far are strictly kept to these groups, which I think is pretty fun. Obviously, Pike and Grog have had this connection since the start of the show, being the best friends of each other. Obviously, they've got this weird, awkward Scanlan and Pike thing where, like, you know, Pike kind of wants to see Scanlan for the good that he does, for the genuine, you know, the genuine moments that come out of him when he's with his friends, when he's helping the people that he cares about. And obviously Scanlan is interested in Pike in that way, but it's just, he's so used to the way that he acts around women, he's so used to the way he acts around just genuine kindness and affection in general, that he indirectly is pushing her away by just being his, you know, by being his kind of like comfort zone, you know, being that comfort zone of being, you know, a horny dog and whatnot. And that's just not Pike. That's just not what Pike is. That's not what Pike is about. You know, obviously that bedroom time will be wild when they do get together, but right now, you know, that's not what Pike is after in him, you know. So we'll see what's going on with that. But obviously the fact that they are in a position where there's less characters to bounce off of, there's less characters to get in the way of these moments, you know. And given what Grog is doing, it really does build like some time for Scanlan and Pike to grow and connect on a much more intimate level, and we'll see what comes of that. You know, hopefully by the end of season 2, with all these weird kind of connections and, you know, these dynamics and these relationship teasers, hopefully one of them actually happens, you know. That, I hope that does come, you know, because we've got obviously Vax and Keyleth, and even to an extent, like, Vex and fucking Percy. I don't know about that one, but, yeah. We're gonna see it, guys. I'm very curious what we're gonna do next, so let's just fucking do it. Episode 8 of The Legend of Vox Machina, baby. Oh boy, this can go very well, or very bad, very very bad indeed. So, why don't we find out? I'm excited for that. Surely you guys are too. So, let's just have at it. Episode 8. The Legend of Vox Machina. Let's go. Oops, no, I guess not, because we have subs on. Some files don't have them on, some do. What a bitch. Huh. That's a very interesting looking watermelon.
First off, your hometown is... wow.
Cool.
But how can a city just teleport to the Fey Realm?
In times of danger, the elven nobility have arcane means of moving it.
The whole
It's
city.
rarely seen.
That's insane.
Right this way.
Wow.
You led us here for your amusement, didn't you?
Oh, of course not. Going around would have meant pixie territory, and you do not want to tangle with pixies. No, straight through is the
Fair
fastest
enough.
way to the Shade Mark. Come.
I'll believe him on that much at least.
Certainly are a lot of guards.
More than I remember.
We're almost through. Just a few more blocks and we're fucked.
Yes.
Outsiders, state your names and purpose.
Lower your weapons. We seek an audience with Ambassador Vassar.
Of course.
We're his children.
We're really doing this, huh? Really gotta go through this. I wonder if, you know, Vax holding a vestige will be of any use to him. Any intrigue at all.
Real Vermalock wood. Your father has gold standard taste.
Always did, except when it came to us.
What do you mean?
He was a dick.
Be honest. Do I look like I come from nobility?
It's easy to act noble. Just be a bit of a shit and wear what everyone else is wearing. I've known many people with money and titles. They're definitely not worth you.
Divana.
Huh.
We weren't expecting you. Your father will be down shortly.
Yeah.
And somewhere around here is,
Who are you talking to, Mum?
Oh.
Right. You haven't met Valora yet. Our daughter.
Oh, wow.
Sister.
What the fuck?
Hi. I love your feather.
Hey.
Then it's yours.
Nice.
A gift from your half-sister, Vexolia.
Call her Vex, and me Vax.
Nice.
The twins.
The infamous
But
twins
Dad
Daddy
said
shits
you'd
on
never
every
come
week.
back.
And miss the chance to meet you? A travesty.
Your father will be pleased to see you.
No, he won't. Do you know who you're talking about?
Had you notified me, you'd be gracing us with your presence.
Wow.
Anyone home?
Bro has not changed at all. His face looks exactly the same.
for my goats?
You don't even look older.
I don't have any.
Pop, it's me, Pike.
What?
Pike?
Oh!
Oh, it's you!
Oh, I didn't know that.
Gods, I thought you might be some of those burgling brutes. Now,
Huh.
look at you, dear. Real vestments. Oh, you're so beautiful.
Scanlan, you better be very fucking careful how you work yourself around these folks. Seriously, like, you're the horniest motherfucker in the universe. If even one sex reference comes out of your mouth, it's game over, bro. Just done. For nothing. Nada. Be very careful.
This is my great-great-grandfather.
You're not even with her yet, and you're already meeting the folks.
This is Scanlan.
At your service.
And her best friend.
Grog! Did you forget?
Ah, so they've met. That's so sick. How? Oh,
I wish
come
I could
on.
say that I've seen him look worse, but I don't think I have.
You gotta give the backstory of how they met now. Come on. If he's already been to the house home, like,
And so, when Imon fell, we had no recourse but to retreat to the Fey Realm. We've been amassing arms and training our soldiers to confront the dragons.
Fair.
So you plan to join the fight. That's wonderful.
More like they turned tail and ran.
Why are you here?
To dispatch the very dragons that chased you away, sir.
And you are?
Percival Frederickstein von Musil-Koloski de Rolo III of the Royal House of Whitestone.
Well then, Lord de Rolo III,
Damn.
what can Singorn do for you?
I assume you've heard how Vox Machina slayed one of the dragons.
I'm unfamiliar with a Vox Machina.
Oh, we're a Vox Machina. I mean, we are Vox Machina.
Cool.
We've come for an ancient weapon said to lie in the Shade Merc.
The Finthris bow.
Oh.
You've heard of it?
A powerful relic. Legends say it fires arrows strong enough to wound a titan.
That's pretty cool. Also, titans exist.
I see. You want to chase a fleeting rumor into a desolate waste.
That bow could be the key to defeating the dragons.
You should be proud. Your son and daughter are leading the fight against the Chroma Conclave.
Oh, you needn't spin false tales of their exploits. The very idea of Vax'ildan and Vex'ahlia standing up for the greater good is, well, rich.
Your son is literally wearing a vestige right
This is a
now.
trying time for all of us. Have you any idea the burden your sudden arrival has caused my family?
We didn't come for a reunion.
And yet here you are, throwing my name around whenever it suits you.
I despise your name.
No, it's fine. No harm intended.
But he just said...
It's fine.
Still not standing up to the piece of shit, girl.
Thank you for your time, Father.
Come on.
If you can offer us any assistance, we would be most grateful.
Of course. It's the least I can do. For family.
God damn. I guess his resources would be invaluable, but God.
This killer's going to pack quite a wallop.
And besides, he wants the Chroma Conclave gone as well, so I mean, might as well help out some way.
No. This one ain't going down the front side flapper track.
Oh.
You still gotta swallow it, just not with the first mouth.
He's too weak to, give it to himself.
Allow me. I know how to work both ends.
Pumpkin, you might just want to avert your eyes.
Your innocence will not be tarnished today. But since you know Scanlan,
Right.
it most
Protect
definitely will
Grog.
someday.
And the rest of our friends, wherever they are. Why do you have to leave?
Yeah.
You just got here.
We'll see you again. And no matter where we go, we'll be thinking of you.
God, she really does look like both of them.
This decree promises safe passage, but once you leave our walls, you're on your own.
Of course.
You'll need to amend one name, though. It's Lady Vex'ahlia.
Lady?
Oof.
Lady Vex'ahlia, Baroness of the Third House of Whitestone and Grand Mistress of the Grey Hunt. So, good sir, despite your relationship, do watch your manners towards a noble.
I will not be amending this for a meaningless title. Really, Derolo, such a transparent ploy is beneath your dignity.
Damn.
Don't you dare talk to him like that.
There you
we
go.
We came here seeking aid, and you
Finally.
insult my friends?
Yes, once again, no appreciation for my years of civility.
Oh, you expect me to feel sorry for you after everything you've done?
Nice! There we go! Vex finally standing up to him.
Fail, which is more than I can say about you as a father.
Also saying that right in front of the
Then
kid
prove
too.
me wrong. Show me that bow, and I will give you the welcome you think you deserve.
Oof.
Until then, do not bother me again.
Doof.
Fuck
Oof.
you. We're leaving.
Not the greatest. Good.
You mean?
The look on Mummy's face! Horror! Yep. We've done enough damage. Goodbye. That's your problem now. Poor Mummy. Oh. Oh. Love it.
Oh, goody. You're back.
Yeah.
Never left. Turned invisible. Wouldn't have missed your little family tiff for the world.
I believe you.
Why aren't your ears as big as your dad's?
I should apologize for springing that title on you. I hope it didn't upset you, Vex.
It's Lady Vex.
Nice.
Of course. Your father really is quite the,
Piece of shit.
Bag of cocks? Yeah. Pretty much. No one other than my brother has ever stood up for me like that. Thank you.
I may have wits and class, but I'll never have what you do. A pure heart. It's so special, Vex.
Oh my god.
And no one can take it away.
They're really going somewhere with this, aren't we? You even got a really
We spent
weird
our childhood with Mother.
sibling dynamic too.
Father had us brought to live with him. I never understood. Why did he pull us away from home? He had no love for us.
Must have felt good to tell him to fuck off, though.
I know, right?
I wish it had. Somehow I feel like it hurt me more.
Here. I made something for you.
Oh.
It's wonderful.
Now that's...
Thank you. And you know, I think I'll feel much better when I shove that bow in his stupid, smug face.
Onward we go!
One day. One day. Alright, well that didn't last too long then. Yeah, we're not even like halfway yet. I guess we really gotta push getting this bow.
This place.
Looks quite desolate.
I feel darkness. I can connect with the plant roots, but I only sense sadness.
Yeah, it's like it's rotting away.
Longing. What did this to you?
Oh. Gross.
Do you hear that?
Don't listen to him! Clear your heads! Lock it out!
What the hell was that? We're not fond of surprises. Start talking.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. The Shade Mark is home to a cursed archfey named Sondor. But as long as you don't submit to his voice, his sadness won't turn you.
Ah, how reassuring.
How lovely, indeed. It's always complicated, right? Every last time.
Oh, I had the craziest dream.
How are your cheeks doing, man?
Oh, so I'm gonna be like this forever?
No, not necessarily. Come on, the medicine got rid of your corruption. We're cheering. But for your strength to come back, well, your body's gonna need a kickstart. Some significant stimulation.
I gotta stimulate myself? Okay.
We're talking about a boost.
Yeah. We're not gonna literally go at it right now.
When they're properly aroused.
Aroused? I'm getting real mixed messages here.
My buddies, no moping. We're gonna solve this, okay?
I hope so.
The Shade Mark bow.
The way they're describing, like, Grog's sus is sus. It's very sus, you know? That's about all I can really say about that.
Be in that tree.
Girl, what were you told not 5 minutes ago?
Vex, are you alright?
She doesn't look alright. Vex, wait up.
Vex! How is she passing through this muck?
Vexalia!
Can you hear me?
Not
only
hear you, see you, feel you. I can understand your pain. If approval is what you seek, your father will never give it.
That's true. That's spitting facts.
A fellow lost soul can. I await, dear one.
Vex, come on. We've gone through enough shit. Don't fuck it up. Fair enough. See ya.
Don't go in there.
Of course.
Child of the lost. Sandor's madness and pain has found you. Sweet, broken Vexalia. Unwanted daughter. I understand you.
What the fuck?
Stand clear!
Nice.
Sister!
Good lord. Come on, Percy, you've got the gun.
How do you know so much about me?
The moment you touched my sickness, I knew everything.
I love the echo on the voice, though. I'll definitely give it that. Oh, fuck me.
Here, Father.
You made this for me?
Altering
It is as beautiful as you.
altering memories, giving her what she always wanted.
You can rise above your trembling destiny. I have seen if anything.
Oh god. Oh.
I can grasp any gifts. But being abandoned by love can be liberating. You've been a good daughter. You've tried, but it will never be enough.
That's true.
You will never be enough.
You gotta face reality on
Blood
this.
of him from my veins and give it back, I would.
I could grant that wish.
That's terrifying to think about.
It's not what you need.
Huh. The vestige. Just a little closer.
However, this bow could earn his respect.
What would you ask in return?
Only what you long to give. We would be perfect together.
Wow.
Dear, broken
Girl,
Vexalia.
she's already getting some weird romance shit going on.
And all I need from you is your heart.
Well, that's terrifying.
My heart.
Oh, there you go.
My heart is someone else's.
Oof! And it switched to Percy right there.
You're making a mistake. Please.
Why'd it go to Percy first, huh?
You could never give me what I need.
Bitch! You're just
Damn.
like the rest.
Damn! Going to the bitch, man. Talk about rejection, though. Holy shit. Nice.
Sister!
Good job on Vex, then. You know, one of us has mastered fire recently. Just saying. Just saying. Someone here has fire magic. That might help.
Bleed. How do you fight a tree?
You fucking burn it.
I've got an idea, but I need you two to keep them busy.
What do you mean, how do you fight a tree when you've got an elementalist on the team?
You reject me?
No one's ever done that before.
Damn right, twig dick.
Twig dick, huh?
You're ruining everything.
Not really sure if or how Vex could even win this solo. But nevertheless, this is a sick fight. Good lord. Oh, let's go. Anytime, Keela. There we... Oh! Oh! Okay. I was kind of wondering if that fall was like a one-off because she was in like the fire domain, or if it was like permanent. It seems like she can control it at will though. That's pretty sick.
And that is how you fight a tree.
It's not really ideal to use it every time though.
You think you can leave me?
And how do you fight a tree that uses flame magic? Like, honestly, that's just covering every base. Still, I always enjoy when, like, bosses or, like, you know, enemies, they specialize in their own primal weakness, which is pretty cool. Ouch. And perfect time to get a new bow.
Not so tough now, are we?
Vex'ahlia!
Alone and afraid. Now you realize the truth.
I love the voice. So it's like it's lagging behind even more now. Like the echo is starting to get slower.
I realize
Oh wow.
your words are as empty as your corrupted heart.
Nice. Now give me that bow, bitch. Only thing good about you worth saving. And not a single stain on it. I'm gonna take this. Now that felt like a genuine kind of like D&D boss battle.
I'm not ready.
Like loot the boss's
I don't think I
fucking
can
weapon.
talk to him again.
That is beautiful.
Not yet.
Don't let him get under your skin, Stubby. He is who he's always been.
Stubby.
I know. And so am I.
Oh my god.
What a show. I usually hate the theatre, but that had it all. Drama, action, family shame.
I'm not even sure they're going to leave you alive by the end of
We
this.
never see you again.
Yeah.
Yes, I did, and you won't, because you lot are going home.
Fair. Huh.
How the fuck?
You have given me more entertainment in the last 2 dusks than I've had for millennia. So I figured you deserve something in return.
You're really going to go through that?
Should take you back to Taldori.
Wow.
What are you? Really?
Honestly.
Excellent question, Fancy Pants.
God.
But I'm afraid it'll have to wait until the next time. Portal's closing.
Oh shit. Right, everyone through.
Goodbye then.
Fey Realm is definitely better in the books.
Travel safe, friends.
What the hell?
Stay alive.
What the what? What the fuck?
All right, Grog. Come on,
Who
get
was
your
that?
juices flowing. Show me some anger.
Right. I would like to rage.
There'll be no raging today.
That's good. That means you got a muscle to pull. Attaboy.
I was hoping we'd all be back together, but we can't just wait. I think we have to go to Westruun.
Yeah.
Huh? Why there?
For vestiges. Mythcarver showed me those gauntlets, remember? In the city?
Shit. If they're in Westruun, I know who has them.
Your hometown?
That's amazing. So this'll be easy then.
No.
Grog?
That's the worst person that could have them.
Those gauntlets belong to my uncle.
Ooh.
He killed me with them.
Did he now? That's not good. He killed you with them. I mean, you've got experience with them firsthand, I guess. You know, there is some ounce of goodness there, you know? I don't know. If your father or if your uncle's like a piece of shit with these gauntlets, then I would like to see you honestly fight him with the sword, you know? Can't let the sword go yet, I'm sorry, I'm still in mourning of the best blade of the show. Fuck the vestiges, I want that blade. Aye.
Sure.
Chip chip. Alright guys, and we are back. So that was episode 8 of The Legend of Vox Machina. And yeah, cool stuff. So right now we found our third vestige, and you know, the twins are the two that have the vestiges now, which is pretty funny. The fact that, you know, Vex lost her bow and whatnot leads me... kind of hints at the idea that, like, we might even keep these vestiges beyond just this current arc of the Kruma Conclave, maybe? I think that would be very interesting, but, you know, depending on how long Vox Machina plans to actually go, it would be interesting to see that, but also it might just make this kind of, like, easy, you know, as we get, like, an overpowered class of characters, you know, to where this is, like, an apocalyptic end-of-the-world type scenario. You know, it makes it kind of interesting to think, like, without completely just shitting on everything we've done so far, how do you build threats beyond this afterwards, you know? Because I believe that Vox is still going to keep going after this, after, like, the dragon stuff going on. Like, a friend has alluded to the idea that, like, this is a series that's going to have a lot of seasons in it, past this, just the initial 3. So, I'm curious about that. You know, especially when we do already have, like, overarching story points right now that will probably lead to conflict beyond the dragons. You know, we have, like, the whole stuff with Daddy in this very episode, how, you know, the stuff with Daddy was not resolved, you know, like, Vex did stand up to Daddy, but I didn't resolve the issues with him. And to be fair, I genuinely don't feel like this is going to be resolved. I feel like the only thing that can happen is for Vex to make peace with the fact that her old family is gone. At least as far as Daddy, and she just has to focus on the new people that she loves. You know, she might even gain Percy as a lover and then gain a new type of love in that sense. You know, obviously they both have a half-sibling now, so there is still kind of love there to lead them back to their city, back to their hometown, but I don't feel like Daddy is going to get that kind of resolution in this show so far. I just don't feel like it's that kind of a story they're building with him. But on top of that, you know, you have stuff like the orb, the stuff that's still underneath Whitestone. You've got, like, you know, Delilah's orb for, like, the god of death that's going on, you know, and how Silas might still return at some point because it's eating away at anyone that gets near it, you know. Like, there is stuff there, but it does kind of make me wonder, like, how big are these threats going to be if we're all at the end of this show, like, overclad in fucking, like, vestige, like, god-class weaponry? You know, it's going to be interesting. You know, but right now, of course, we have done our story with Vex by now, you know, conquering her kind of demons. Like, obviously, there is a big parallel between how these two got their vestiges. Vex is still going down his journey, and he is still coming, like, you know, he still feels like he is destined for darkness, and there is still a lot of, you know, negativity and just kind of an unfleeted end that befalls him. You know, he kind of made his deal to get the vestige out of despair, out of sorrow, and it seems like that is carrying on with him. Whereas Vex, for the most part, got through her issues, you know, understood where her heart currently lies, and she made peace with a lot of things, and that is how she claimed her vestige. So very interesting stuff right there. So we have 3 right now. 3 vestiges to account for. Obviously, Scanlan lost his vestige, so we have 2 here. But there is still, you know, there should be at least 4 more vestiges, I believe, for the Clad. You know, we still have 1 for Percy, 1 for Keyleth, 1 for Grog, and 1 for Pike. So 3 to be discovered. Obviously, now it seems like we're going after the 1 for Grog. You know, this is really going to test his whole kind of conflict with his inner self about where his strength lies, given how now he's going up against apparently his uncle that at one point killed him, whatever the fuck that means, you know? A half-giant that has a vestige when he is literally at his worst point in his life, you know, both weak physically as well as mentally. So this is really going to test, you know, where his strength lies, especially if we do bring Pike along, you know, because obviously, like, a lot of his backstory seems to be rooted in his friendship with Pike, and we might test that and see, you know, where that actually stands, and if this is going to bring the answer to being, you know, to being where his strength really lies, is in his friendships, you know, the connections that he makes and the people that he fights to protect now, all that classical shit. But yeah, I'm really curious, like, where the end of this season's gonna go right now. Like, you know, the fact that Umbrasyl is actively involved in the story, you know, Thordak seems very disinterested in the vestiges themselves. So it is possible for our end-all, like, season finale boss, we will probably get Umbrasyl, kill him, potentially gain back the, either potentially gain back the vestige, or it just goes in the hands of Anna Ripley, and she gains that, and then, you know, she just escapes another season, and then, you know, we don't really gain much, but we do kill a dragon, which obviously would be a win beyond wins, you know, so that's kind of where I'm thinking we go for the end of the season right now, but I don't know if we end the season with all the vestiges that we need going into Season 3, or if we're still on this particular journey going into Season 3. I'm really curious about that. You know, because if we do go for everyone, then we don't have enough time in the rest of the season to get everyone a vestige. But I'm curious just what the actual end goal of the season will be, you know. Because, like, certain storylines have been done now where we don't necessarily end with a vestige, right? Like, Keyleth has gone through her kind of big moment in the season, mastering the element of fire, admitting to her father that she's scared to go on her journey, which name is always escaping me. But it didn't end in getting a vestige. It did bring big lore for Thordak himself, which is good. But that's kind of what leads me to think that she won't get a vestige, because she's already had her episode and moment, which didn't end in one, you know, and obviously, Scanlan's journey didn't lead him to any more vestiges beyond these are relevant too. So, I don't know. I'm very curious, but I don't know how confident and how strong we're going to get before we actually go back to Thordak, you know, Tal'Dorei. So, I'm really curious about that. But yeah, anyway, guys, we do have a single episode left in this set of Vox Machina, episode 9. Let's find out what is going on. I am curious. So, episode 9. Will this be Big Grog's moment? Hopefully. So, let's do it. Is this Mummy? Mummy Pike? Or just some backstory in general? This is going to be how Pike and, Jesus Christ! It's going to be how Pike and, Grog met. Like, did he save her from the giants? And was, like, outcast for it? Did Uncle kill him because he saved Pike? You know, it was like, let her live, but killed Grog, and, like, Uncle doesn't even know he's still alive. God. Seems to be a thing that half-giants only look out for their own for the most part. Which is what makes Grog unique in that regard, because he has connections to people outside of his own race. But of course you had the guy from Season 1 that was part of Whitestone as well.
Fine work, boy. You do the herd proud.
Grog.
Take what you want. And
Grog.
teach him to fear the name.
Grog. Yep! Holy shit! I did not hear that surname, but it's fine. He's just Grog. Good lord. I'm guessing since we're going for Uncle, Mummy and Daddy are probably dead. So yeah, that's my assumption, is that Grog was outcast because he showed mercy to, like, Pike or just another race in general. And that's kind of it. But very interesting, though. I'm really curious. This is sick, regardless of what we're doing right now. We are cooking. Fucking cooking. In Vox Machina right now. And, pretty excited. Like, obviously, keep that backstory going, guys. Don't let the intro stop you. God damn it.
No guards. No movement.
Completely abandoned by looks of it.
The place you saw in that vision?
100%. I've played dozens of gigs in Westruun. Lousy tippers, but they really appreciate the classics. Oh, my big closer was always When the Bald Man Cried.
Scanlan, focus.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Miss Carver showed me the city overrun by half-giants like Grog. Well, normal Grog.
Oh.
And
wow,
one
you had to
super
say
beefy
that.
dude wore these stone gauntlets that were like glowing.
The vestiges.
Well, looks like those guys moved on.
Does he even know it's a vestige?
You know, before he starts wondering where we are.
Hey, these people could use our help.
Let me go.
Yep.
I swear, I gave all I had. There's nothing left.
Well, my small friend, if you ain't got nothing for the offering, that makes you worthless, don't it?
Yes, yes. I'm worthless.
Then get out of my sight.
Okay.
Your luck turns round.
Well, that's a lot more mercy than what a lot of shows would depict. Oh. Never mind! I spoke too soon.
What? There's only two. We can take them easy.
No, you can't.
They ain't easy. Guess his luck didn't turn round.
See, if you still had the sword, you'd be fine right now.
Kevdak is in there.
Who's Kevdak again?
Your
The
uncle?
leader, my uncle.
Kevdak.
Me and Kevdak, we got bad blood.
And he's got an actual vestige.
Yeah, but I didn't know that's what they were. He just called them his Titanstone knuckles. He's always wearing them. And they make him like, crazy.
So I guess he didn't save Pike, because Pike doesn't seem to know anything about
How many
this.
herd members we talking here?
I don't know, no one really kept a list. Oh, I did heard someone say hundreds before.
Nice.
Is that a lot?
Okay, so
It's up there.
if we want those bad boys, we gotta fight through a bunch of regular-sized Grogs, then somehow rip them off Jumbo Grog's arms. We should do some recon.
No, I mean, I'm not sure I want the herd seeing me like this, right? I mean, maybe we should just wait for our friends,
No.
Right. What do we do with you? But come on, you can still hold an axe, can't you?
Wouldn't count on it.
You don't even
Alright,
have an axe.
How about you, Scanlan? You're pretty slippery when you want to be. Maybe you should take lead on this one.
Actually, Pike, would you be impressed if I single-handedly infiltrated Westruun and retrieved said vestige?
I know you
It
did.
would be the bravest thing I've ever seen you do.
Oh my.
Then it shall be done.
I know he has beaten a half-giant before,
Is not back within the hour.
so there is some credibility
Promise
here.
will again.
But
I will do my best.
that city was almost desolate. Also, the flirt in here. God damn. You two need to fuck already.
Clue.
But once he enters your kingdom, you know that key is locked forever. There is no opening other doors at that point.
I never knew your old herd made you this nervous.
Not nervous. I'm ashamed. Before you took me in, my life was...
shit.
Well, Wilhelm kinda knew not to ask about it.
You don't have to tell me anything if you don't want to, but it might make you feel better.
When I was with the herd, I did things. Real bad things.
And if Grog considers them bad, you know they're insane.
Violence was all that mattered to us. I took anything I wanted without a second thought. Nothing and no one.
And they're specifically making some of these people look like Pike.
Until the day I met him.
Oh, it was Granddaddy.
No! Take whatever you want. Please! Spare me! I have a family!
Yep. God. Oh, the guilt that would have hit him after that.
Grandpa Wilhelm?
That locket saved your life, my man.
Oof, that dragon really cockwhipped this place. No sign of Umbrasil, though.
That's good, at least. You know, we don't need Umbrasil.
Loot's run dry. It'll be our heads if we don't find more to offer up.
I didn't sign up to take orders from a bloody dragon.
But you
What
want...
say you, Sandro?
You do recognize the strong, don't you?
I say, someone needs to stand up to my father.
Nothing
and
stronger.
Take this herd back.
Interesting. Nothing stronger than a fucking dragon. Could we somehow get an alliance with them? Since we are against the dragons as well. You know.
Just a rat.
We do have a common interest. What the fuck? Another nun? What? Oh.
Who the fuck?
Are you one of them?
I'm about 4 feet too short to be one of them. Who are you people?
Just unlucky. Farmers, shopkeepers. When the dragon attacked, we all hunkered down and waited for it to pass. Wouldn't you know it? The day after he flies away, those fucking marauders show up.
Damn. How long?
A week. Maybe 2. We've been waiting for an opening to escape, but... How'd you wind up in this hell?
Oh, well, I'm sort of an adventurer, rebel leader, musician, some would say philosopher, named Scanlan.
As in, Scanlan Shorthalt?
Oh god, you have a rep.
I could have killed
Do you know this?
But when you're
this girl?
Great.
Just 2 greats.
Grandpa looked at me. I don't know. Everything changed.
You felt things. Things you ain't felt before.
What do we have here?
Things your race would call weak.
Find yourself a pet.
And this is cousin.
General, wait. He's not a fighter. He's just an old fella. Hey, don't let my father catch you getting soft with these bugs.
God.
He does love killing the geezers. Says he's doing them a favor.
Jesus Christ. Did he knock him out?
Sorry, cousin. Hey, come on. Before they see.
Wow, 1-hit KO. Looks like it was the cousin that was the weak one. But good on ya.
Thank you, big boy. I hope I can repay your kindness someday.
The fact he's even got axes as well in his hate. Like, my god, Kratos much?
You would betray my son, your own cousin, for that. Bring me that gnome's head, or I will take yours. No.
If nothing else, you know he was way stronger than his son. Holy crap.
You both disgrace us with your weakness. I should have known you weren't strong enough to raid with us. You have no spine, like your father before you.
Good lord. He got a hit in though. That's fucking crazy. That's a permanent hit as well. Jesus, even his cousin's like, that's a bit much, mate. That is insane.
You'll never be half the warrior I am.
But to survive a beating from a vestige, though.
Strongjaw, you are hereby banished from the herd of storms.
I wonder, did they
leave him for the scavengers?
Did they spare his life because he kept fighting? Is that why? Good lord! Oh my god! What the hell?
I should have died that day.
But someone came back for you.
Quickly, try to heal him.
Everlight.
Pike.
Please. Thank you for saving my grandfather. What you did was very brave.
Yeah, brave. That's me.
Come on, big boy. Let's get you someplace warm.
Nice.
All these years, I never knew.
Yeah, we killed.
Really?
Sometimes for no reason. And I was too weak to stop it.
Grog, we can't dwell on the past. You're not like that anymore. You're different. You're my best buddies.
Aw.
Yeah, I am. But that don't matter to the little folk I let die.
Well, you did change. And that's good. And that noise is very, very bad. Oh, there's Umbrasyl.
Is he following us?
No.
Wait. Where the fuck is Scanlan?
So
That
you're saying
is a problem.
You've
a little bit.
heard of me?
Indeed, I have.
It's not good news.
Keely here is part of my band. Dr. Drenzel's traveling troupe. At your service.
We're not even from here. Just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
But aye, we've heard of you. Tales of Scanlan Shorthalt's magical music have traveled far and wide.
Whoa, hold up. I'm famous?
No one wants your damn autograph.
Oof.
These people have no food and are running out of water. The herd's been going door to door demanding allegiance and gold. Anyone who comes up short is slaughtered.
And the dragon?
Is working with them. You need to get us out of here immediately.
What? Oh, hold up. I'm just scouting this place, okay? I don't even have my loot. If I could reach my friends, maybe they
Your
could...
friends? Your friends aren't here. You are.
What the hell
One thing I learned in this life.
can you even
No
do?
one comes back to save you. So, Scanlan Shorthalt. What are you prepared to do?
I guess we'll find out. If nothing else, Umbrasyl can actually cause a distraction right now. Oh my god, look at that cocky little fucker. Hitching a ride.
Yourself, Kevdak. Your tithe is due.
Mythcarver.
Can you actually get it, though?
Is it just me, or do these offerings keep getting smaller? Of course, everything pales compared to the might of a vestige.
I swear, I know that voice.
Remind me why you're simply not relieving him of his.
These scavengers still have use.
They do know
You
of
waste my
that
time with
vestige.
scraps when you wear what I covet.
Our deal stands. This city yields less each day, but we'll find the gold for your precious conclave, even if it means expanding our efforts.
See that you do. The Hope Devourer does not give you Westruun for free. I am displeased.
You really let him go, his own son.
I return in
Jesus.
3 days' time, Kevdak. If you do not bring me Thordan's gold, I take your arms as payment.
This can kind of be like an alliance by force at this point.
I want search parties assembled and every ounce of wealth milked from this city. Leave no stone unturned, or a dragon will be the least of your worries.
How long must we endure?
Oh, that
this,
wasn't.
Father?
That wasn't.
Reduced to servants.
That wasn't his cousin.
This alliance affords us a city to rule. Our survival
This is not survival. We should be hunting these dragons, teaching them to fear us. Instead, your weakness has us groveling like...
I tire of your whining. You think you could lead?
He's got a point, though. Honestly, he's got a point.
Oh, my God.
Remember what happened to Grog back then? Yeah.
No way we're
History repeats. Not just by brute force.
Any of you lot agree with my son?
No, Thunderlord.
I rule
Thunderlord,
this herd, and we rule Westruun. Now go, kill the locals, and take all they have.
Like I said, we have to go. Immediately.
And go where?
Scanlan could be in trouble. Come on.
What are you nuts? Look at me, I'm all shriveled up. I don't even have Craven eggs anymore. I mean, what if Kevdak...
Okay, then we'll sneak in. Get our boy and sneak out.
How? Your armor's not exactly the quietest, and he'll spot me a mile away.
Pigs.
Then we better go in with a mighty fine offering.
Hold the parchment shears. Fuck it. Yep,
Oh my
gnome
God,
turd
what
stole
the hell?
From Kevdak. Had to run her down myself.
Oh, that's horrifying. They slaughtered pigs just for blood.
You better. I'm Kevdak's kin, and he don't like waiting, mustache.
You've got a nice beard, if nothing else. Can't deny the beard. From one beard to another, like, come on. It's like its own language.
Nice plan, Pikey.
Hey, what's with calling me a turd?
Oh, sorry.
I know, right?
That was like, acting.
I'm kidding. You did great, buddies. Now, let's find Scanlan before I pass
Say
out
that
and bring it
again,
upside
you
down.
bitch.
Oh, shit, that's on me. Got pig blood in my eye.
That is crazy, though.
The streets are crawling out there. Listen, I'll go alone and bring back a rescue party. Hey, don't worry about me, little lady. I got tricks.
Not worried?
I'm not worried about you, you cock. From what I've heard, it figures you'd run.
Got a rep.
Fine, everyone can come, but it'll be dangerous. And if I'm gonna pull this off, I'm gonna need a little something from you. Your flute.
Hurry! Right.
That is a pretty big, pretty big group. Nice.
Stay close.
Blacksmith? Damn.
Well, fuck me. You do have tricks.
Better with your own flute than you are. Pike, no, Scanlan. Yep.
We have been
Where is Pike?
Hey, that bear hug actually hurt. Ooh, kinda. Nice, buddy. Oh.
Nice.
Huh. Happy to see me, huh?
I mean, no.
Little bit.
Interrupt.
Right. Don't worry, everyone. This murderous half-giant is actually on our side.
Wonderful. Suppose you couldn't have found a beefier one?
I know, right? You missed like the last day and a half, but a lot of shit's happened.
Freaked out that your uncle's herd is teamed up with a dragon.
They what?
Oi!
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Back the way we came.
It's gonna be tough.
Kevdak is gathering the herd.
But all of this doesn't get us any closer to actually, you know,
Then now's our
getting
chance.
the vestige.
Follow Grog, okay?
Our goal.
Once he gets you through the gates, make for the tree line.
Come on.
You know, much bigger than back then now.
Okay then, we'll go first. Grog, you can take up the rear.
I'm not going.
What do you mean?
Is he serious? We're home free.
Kaylee, just take them. We'll catch up. I promise.
Keeping the flute, though. You know,
Grog,
for the record.
I love you, but
Just,
what are you doing?
You're not getting the flute back.
They're afraid of me. Afraid of my kind. And that's not gonna change unless someone takes down the herd. Unless I take down Kevdak.
Kevdak? Like that? Your belt looks like it's wearing you.
Buddies, we gotta stick together.
I know,
Not this
right?
time. I have to do this on my own.
Grog,
You have my full
listen.
blessing,
This is suicide. Is
support,
that what you want?
but I am very scared.
He said I'm different now. But if I leave, I'm as weak as he always said I was. No, hitting hard and being big don't make you strong. It's standing up for the little folk. That's what makes me different from them.
But
How are you gonna do
if
this?
I need you.
Aww. We'll be fine. Of all members of Vox Machina to die first, I can't even say who I'd want to go first, but it isn't Grog. Okay?
Survival through strength. Strength through power. If that power is challenged, the challenge must be answered.
Is he actually gonna be killed?
Even from my own son. He tells me there are some among you who would return to the wilds. I say to you, all are free to go.
Jesus Christ.
But questioning my leadership is something I cannot abide. If anyone here thinks they are fit to lead better than I, step forward now.
And in comes
Are there none
the skinniest half giant you've ever seen.
Lord? I thought not.
And we're gonna fucking cut, aren't we? We're gonna cut. Because we have a set to go. Oh! 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 No! Oh, that's evil. That is evil. God. This is great, though. God, what's the end gonna be then? Grog become the new leader? But then he would have to technically leave Vox Machina. Unless he gives it over to his cousin, which would seem a little better. More realistic, you know, we can't lose our main man like that.
Chirp.
Chirp, chirp. I don't have a fucking clue, honestly. I don't have a clue how we're gonna do this one. Genuinely, you know? Bro looks like he could, you know, bro looks like fucking Percy could break his arms at this point, so I don't even know what he's gonna do to his uncle. Like, genuinely, this is insane. So we got the backstory of Grog and how he spared the life of a gnome, which turned out to be Pike's great-great-granddad, which is pretty fun. Very interesting how all of the, like, you know, all of the backstories and all of the negativity and all of the insecurities and weakness all in some way relate to the family of the characters, right? Like, I was kind of memeing, but does anyone on this fucking group, I guess, aside from Pike at this point, have an actual half-decent family? Oh, Keyleth. I guess Keyleth as well. But even then, her backstory and, like, her insecurities are still rooted into, like, her family's traditions of being, you know, going on these journeys with the elements and whatnot. So, it is very interesting, but, like, every single one of them walk back to, like, the family life, which is crazy. And now we're even going into that for Grog as well, which is nuts. But I'm really excited to get into that, obviously. You know, we've had our whole, you know, Grog storyline at this point, you know, about his strength, his doubtness of his strength, you know, his idea of not really knowing where his strength lies and everything, and obviously it all comes down to this very moment, but I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna do this, right? What's even more terrifying at this point is that we didn't end off of a resolution in this set, and our groups are still, like, very much split apart. So, like, is somehow this finale going to be, like, Pike, Scanlan, Grog, and the Giants taking on fucking Umbrasyl, getting the vestige back, and, like, we do it like that, where, like, we're, like, Vox is split apart at this point, and then we gain back our sword vestige for Scanlan, you know, that way? I don't know. I don't know if we do it like that, but yeah, this is crazy. But I definitely do like this now, and obviously you can already see the discourse in the group as well. Like, there are seeds planted already for where we can somehow get through this, maybe even diplomatically, where, you know, like, a majority of the Giants are not, like, they're not happy with this arrangement, you know, they're not happy being under the rule of someone who is not one of their own. They're not happy having to drain their own pockets, drain their own, you know, their own resources to please a fucking dragon of all things, you know. Like, obviously, the half-giants are a race of warriors that fight, you know, with their fists and everything, and the idea of, you know, servitry doesn't really sit with them. So I'm curious if somehow Grog, Scanlan, and Pike are going to somehow, you know, convince them, like, this is not the way, this is not how your people want to live forever. Obviously, you literally cannot even live like this for very much longer, because even if you somehow get the loot in the 3 days for for Umbrasyl, you know, it's only a matter of time before those vestiges go, and when those vestiges are given up, like, you're gonna get fucking killed anyway, you know, so literally, you can't live like this, right? So I'm really curious just if that's the route we're gonna go in, like, you know, like, Uncle gets overthrown, you know, Grog's cousin, his son takes over, and then we have, like, I don't know, like, an accord, an alliance, you know, because we do have some members that can come back for the final fight, you know, we got Zara and Cash, you know, we've got, like, all these different people that we could technically have, you know, on top of the vestiges, like, these you know, these allies we gained throughout the series, and, like, how are we gonna bring them into, like, the final confrontation with, you know, with Thordak, if we even do, like, you gotta think, this would be even with the vestiges, this would be a fight that, like, goes beyond just Vox Machina, because even if Umbrasyl dies in this season, there's still 3 other dragons, you know, so, I don't know. Very interested, though, but, yeah, I'm very excited for the next set, though, obviously. Grog, he's had a hell of a ride in just this season alone, and I'm really curious if we do somehow retain his strength in this upcoming set. So guys, that's going to do it for this set of Legend of Vox Machina. This has honestly been great. I'm very excited for this season finale, let me tell you. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.